First of all, thank you for this great opportunity and this privilege, being a district governor, being part of this wonderful experience of Rotary. Just looking a few years ago, I would not expect that I would be standing here and being a district governor, and that has been a great experience. As mission statement says, together we see a world where people unite, take action to create lasting changes across the globe in our communities and in ourselves. And this has been a journey of changing in our district, in our Rotary family, but also for me, myself, how we can be a good driving force for positive change. During the process of preparation for this Rotary year, we started with planning activity, which was in Linköping last year in March. I'm very proud that we were actually the first district outside of US, outside the United States, who actually did this. And it was a great opportunity to come together, team leaders in our district, and discuss, share thoughts, and actually agree how we can do things better, how we can support our Rotary clubs and Rotarians in a better way. Good direction for our district, how to improve our work and how to do things even better. It's great to be part of a Rotary family. I would encourage everybody to think what we can do, how can we do things better. Good to see people, more active Rotarians working on a district team and supporting our clubs. Encourage everyone to take the opportunity to be actively engaged and to create lasting change in ourselves and around us. As I mentioned, we just returned, me and Mara, from international convention, which was in Taipei, Taiwan this year. And it was one of the largest international conventions in past few years. So there were 38,000 people from 140 countries and regions participating. But I must say that vast majority was from Asia. Very many Rotarians from Taiwan and also from South Korea and neighboring countries. But it is a great experience to be part of it, to meet Rotarians and to exchange experiences between different countries and different clubs and different districts. I wanted to also share with you some statements which were made in international convention. And our current year Rotary International President, Francesco Rezzo, said that this year I spoke often about uniting for good. These past days we have seen what that means. Rotary is a meeting place where strangers become friends, friendship becomes trust, and where trust becomes action. Statement from Francesco that Rotary needs dreams, not as an escape from reality, but as a force that moves people to act and to keep hope, even in the most difficult times. We stand beside the community, we help it to find what it can do for itself, then we move on to the next village, the next child, the next dream. Taking part in different sessions, breakout sessions and general sessions, you can feel the impact what we together can do, both by active projects and by active engagement in projects, hands-on projects, but also by supporting Rotary Foundation, having funding available for different global initiatives, and also for a polio program, which is a key program Rotary has been supporting for over 30 years. We took active part in building friendship, and it started 1.5 years ago in Orlando, when I had an opportunity to meet Rotarians from all different districts worldwide, and there was incoming district governor from South Korea who was very interested in building friendship and having more interaction between district in Northern Europe and South Korea. On the basis of that, we actually had a meeting in Taipei in the International Convention. But before that, we had a meeting with district in Seoul in South Korea. I had the pleasure to sign sister district agreement for cooperation. And I hope that this will bring more friendships, more exchange, so we could have friendship exchange, we could have youth exchange, and we could have also common projects with South Korea. I was really impressed to see that Rotary can be very important, integral part of society, and also working a lot of hands-on projects. That was experience which I want to share and bring back to us here in Sweden and in Latvia. I think if we do more projects, then we have even better opportunity to be meaningful for wider community and wider society, and we can attract more people, more engagement, and also be more active with supporting global initiatives. When I started my Rotary year, I had three main focus areas which I tried to promote for our Rotary clubs in our district. Do you remember which were these three areas? 3P areas? People, projects, and publicity. I think that we are starting this process. There are a lot of things still to do, but I have really a feeling that we are moving into one direction by having more focus on our members, on future members, by having active engagement with youth-related projects, with Interact, with starting new Interact clubs. I'm very proud that this year we started one Interact club. Last year we started one Interact club. We are revitalizing our Rotary clubs, which we have two in Riga, and I hope we will set up new Rotary clubs in our district, different cities, both in Latvia and in Sweden. And I also hope that we will succeed with starting up new Rotary clubs. We have one Rotary club started last year in Latvia. Hopefully can start even more Rotary clubs. I think so people or members and potential members is very important part. And as it was mentioned in convention by Rotary International presidents, we had a special session. Here you have all three Rotary International presidents, sitting president Francesco, incoming president Inka, and Rotary International president, now it's nominee still, Larry Lutz from the United States. And it was nice to have this feeling of unity, that these presidents are working as a team, working together and sharing their ideas. And we are trying to do the same in our district. And I think that's really, really important that we work together, we have common view, common vision, and we share goals and actions and take actions when we agree on them. Second P was projects, and I'm really grateful to all Rotarians in our district for different project activities which are organized, which are carried out. We have many different clubs working with projects supporting Ukraine. I was impressed to see many clubs in Sweden working on this, and also I knew already about many clubs in Latvia. We have very many clubs actively supporting youth in different ways. Clubs with scholarships, clubs supporting camps and participation in camps, clubs which are actively working with RILA and sending leaders for RILA training, and also youth exchange, which is very important and integral part for Rotary. And I hope we can grow our engagement and work with youth and with youth exchange. In Taipei, last few years, before conventions, there is this event, Rotary Youth Exchange Pre-Convention. So Rotary International is also emphasizing that it's important, youth is important, and youth exchange is very important. I was really glad to see these enthusiastic, active Rotarians and also youth exchange students, which are really builders of peace and friendship globally. It's a great part of our Rotary community. We should develop more. Of course, I should mention also Baltic Sea Initiative and environment, which is a very important part for Rotary. Our district is one of the leading districts on Baltic Sea Initiative. This will be growing and developing, and partnerships with other districts, Rotarians in other countries. I also wanted to thank our Rotary clubs for working with global grant projects. And this year we have only two global grant projects which are initiated in our district, one in Latvia and one in Sweden. But we are also supporting initiatives of other districts, and there is a very good cooperation between districts in Sweden. We are supporting projects related to support for Ukraine. And still in this Rotary year, we are planning some activities. One of them is founding an inter-country committee, Sweden-Ukraine, and it will be officially made in district conference in Ukraine. And all 6 districts of Sweden are part of this agreement. We also have started this Rotary year inter-country committee Latvia-Poland, and that will strengthen ties between clubs for friendship and for exchange, also youth exchange potentially, and supporting projects for clubs. So I would encourage to think maybe there are some clubs in other countries or some districts or some countries where we can have these friendship ties stronger. We have had a very good discussion with Baltic Sea Initiative, so hopefully we will start in Yael's year, in next Rotary year, we will start an inter-country committee Sweden-Germany. We will revitalize inter-country committee Sweden-Poland, and also start inter-country committee Sweden-Lithuania, so that Baltic Sea Initiative could be supported also by inter-country committees. Numbers are the same. And as you see, just 5 lines from the bottom, this club has global grant project, which has been supported by a club with $1,050 US. The club has also every Rotarian every year certified club, which means that every Rotarian of the Rotary Club is donating $100 US every year. So you have 56 Rotarians in this club and $5,600 donated annually. And you also could see that this club has Paul Harris Fellowship donation for 20 Paul Harris Fellowships. So and this is one of small clubs in the district. So I think we actually can do better. We can be also every Rotarian every year in our district, because at this moment in our district we don't have any club which would qualify for every Rotarian every year qualification. Yes, so I think that this participation in these larger events like regional summits or conventions, that's a great opportunity to have different experiences from different parts in the world, and also to think maybe something of this could be used by our clubs, by my club or for myself, and also to share some good experiences we could provide to others in the world. But I hope that this will bring more friendship and more exchange, and it will support peace building worldwide, which is really important for everybody at these turbulent times. And to end my short presentation, I wanted to share one citation from incoming Rotary International President Yinka, or Ola Yinka Hakim Babalola from Nigeria. And he has put out to incoming governors, I think already in Orlando, if I remember correctly, that his challenge is to look back at the last 5 to 7 years in your club, find your best year for membership growth and retention, and then do better than your best after now. And I hope that that's a great challenge which has been put forward. And another challenge actually Yinka made was that we should be much better inviting potential Rotarians to our clubs, and especially when we think about high number of Rotary Youth Exchange students, high number of Rotary actors and interactors which are not invited to become Rotary members. And as Yinka said, when he meets different leaders globally, they are saying, I have been once on the Rotary Youth Exchange, so I know what's Rotary. And when he asks, why are you not joining Rotary? Answer usually is, nobody invited me. So we have to be more active inviting these potential Rotarians, the ones which know about Rotary, which would be interested and would be happy to join and to support different initiatives we are doing worldwide. Yes, I wanted to say that this has been a great year, and I really appreciate good support from Rotarians and from district team. I think we have a great district team, committee leaders and committee members, and many of them are here. I really want to thank you everybody for great support and great activity. I also wanted to greet new Rotary Paul Harris Fellows, which were granted out today. It was nice to see that the club is active and supporting foundation and having active members. And I also wanted to thank some people who have been really helpful during this Rotary year. And one of them is Mara. I'm very thankful for the help, assistance, and especially when we look back to district conference. Some of you participated. That has been quite a challenge to make a good district conference, and we're working very much to that. And for supporting and being next to me and being a trainer for our district. So thank you very much to you. Thank you. I have a great support from all of district team members, but especially I wanted to thank also Trevor, because Trevor has been very instrumental with helping on promotion side, which we are also targeting. And I want to say thank you, Trevor, for helping with photos, videos, editing, translating, all different things you did. That was really helpful. And I have a small thing I want to give to you. We are trying to be good on promotion side, so we have some logo of our district. And thank you, Trevor, for your assistance and help.
Thank you, sir.